Launching your e-store. Hello, welcome and thanks for choosing this video course. In this video, we're going to talk about launching your e-store. Things are getting exciting. You've carefully evaluated your product idea and finally found a product to sell online. After searching high and low, you found your supplier, ordered samples, and discovered that they're better than you could have expected. Finally, you've placed an order for your initial inventory and are just waiting for it to come in. What now? Well, you've still got a lot of work to do because you're in the pre-launch phase. It's a critical time for every online store as it will set the tone for your business going forward. Welcome to the grind. Launching your business without being prepared can be a recipe for disaster. That's why we've put together this 10-point launch countdown to prepare your business for its launch into the world. There's a lot of work to do, so let's get started. For many businesses, social media is the lifeblood that brings a consistent flow of traffic and customers. It's an audience of people interested in your products and your brand. There are a few important things every online business should do to prepare for their social channels launch. Claim your name. As a general rule of thumb, and regardless of your niche, you'll likely want to cover your bases with the two largest social networks, Facebook and Twitter. Even if you don't plan to use them heavily, you should claim your name on both to manage your brand and prevent others from taking them. In social media, there's nothing worse than having different usernames on each network. Use a service like Namecheck or Noam to search for consistent name availability across hundreds of social networks before choosing the name you want to go with. Choose your social network wisely. Beyond the staples of Facebook and Twitter, you'll likely want to join other key social networks. Some social networks will work better for your business than others. You will need to discover over time what works best for your brand. If you have a very visual array of products or a brand that celebrates a certain lifestyle, visual and photo-centric networks like Instagram, Pinterest might be great options for you. If you plan to produce video content, you'll want to make sure you claim your name on YouTube. Remember, though, social networks require time and commitment to cultivate, so only choose networks you can and plan to properly manage. Set up your profile and cover photo. Next, you'll want to set up your profile and cover photos as well as seed the social networks with some posts, so new fans and followers will have something to look at and won't feel like they're the first people to the party. Build a following and start connecting. Now comes the most difficult and time-intensive part of preparing your social networks for launch: building a following. Truth be told, your first few hundred fans or followers will be the most difficult to obtain. Therefore, you'll want to dedicate some time every day to building your following and connecting with your fans and followers. Now that you have your social accounts lined up, you need to get what will be one of your most important communication channels ready. Email marketing has been proven time and time again to be one of the most effective marketing channels, providing consistently higher return on investment. Choose your email provider. There are many options on the market for managing your email marketing. However, you'll want to choose the best one for your business. A great starting point is to consider which e-commerce platform you'll be using and to look at which email providers integrate with that platform. Shopify has a host of email options with direct integration that can even track sales resulting from your emails to monitor return on investment. Setting up your template and launching campaign. Once you've decided on your email marketing software, you need to spend a few hours getting your hands dirty. Since email marketing can be the most effective form of marketing, you should make sure you get things ready by setting up your templates, crafting a welcome email, preparing your email marketing campaigns, and setting up your shopping cart abandonment emails. Your next step is to build a landing page. A landing page is essential for a few reasons. It'll be your brand's temporary home until you launch with your full website. Your landing page will begin to showcase your brand and teases your pre-launch audience as to what's to come. Most importantly, it's a place to start building your email list of people that are interested in what you have to say and to learn more about your launch. There are a few tools you can use to build your landing page that are really quick and inexpensive to use. Spaces, Striking.ly, LaunchRock, and Unbounce. Analytics are important to set up from day one. Analytics will give you valuable insight into your visitors and customers. In a physical store, you'll see your customer and you can easily chat with him. However, online, you're essentially blind without analytics. There are 4 steps for you to fully put in place for Google Analytics for your online store. Create your Google Analytics account, connecting your Google Analytics to your store, activating e-commerce tracking, and setting up funnels and goals. Before you begin setting up your new online store, it's important to do your keyword research. Keyword research is an important part of search engine optimization, SEO. The underlying value of choosing the right keywords is to help Google and other search engines understand what your e-commerce site's about and what products you sell. This in return increases your visibility by increasing the chance search engines will list your site in the search results when potential customers are looking for the products you sell. Now that you've set up much of the essentials, you're finally ready to begin working on your actual store. This is a big task, so make sure you give yourself enough time. Some of the things you'll need to consider are choosing the right store theme, overall store design, product photography, product description, and adding apps. Before you launch, you'll want to define a few key performance indicators, or KPIs, to monitor going forward. Defining the metrics that are important to you and your business early will help keep you on track and focused. There are several key performance indicators that everyone should track for their economic business listed below. Sales key performance indicators: monthly sales, average order size, average margin, conversion rate, shopping cart abandonment rate. Marketing key performance indicators: site traffic, unique visitors versus returning visitors, time on site, page views per visit, traffic source and referrals, newsletter subscribers, social media followers or fans. Your shipping strategy is an integral part of your e-commerce business. Shipping profitability can be difficult, and there's lots to learn, so you want to prepare carefully for it. There are several important factors to consider, including packaging options and materials, which shipping carriers to use, and shipping time and costs. Finally, as you're prepared to launch, you'll want to consider the launch itself. How do you plan on launching your new business? Will you launch with a promotion like 20% off everything, offer free shipping, or a sweepstakes? What communication channels will you use to tell your audience about your launch? The good news is that because you've been building an email list and an audience on social media, you have an excited audience to share your news with. You may also want to consider reaching out to relevant publications to have your new store featured for launch. Now that you've completed this 10-point launch plan, it's time to launch your online store to an excited and expecting audience. If you've done everything on this list, you should have a healthy following on social media and an email list of people ready to line up and purchase from your new store. Don't forget, building a business is hard work and a long road, but hopefully with this guide, you'll be able to set the right tone for your business from the start. Once you've made the decision to start your own e-commerce business, the process of launching it can be confusing and overwhelming. There are a lot of decisions to make, and focusing your efforts in the wrong areas can lead to months of wasted effort. Fortunately, these guidelines will help you make your own e-commerce launch a successful one. Pick an easy-to-use shopping cart. The more time you spend wrestling with a complicated shopping cart, the less time you'll have to focus on what really matters: creating content, interacting with your customers, and marketing your business. So make picking an easy-to-use platform a priority when launching. You can always change or upgrade later if you need to. Launch as quickly as possible. It's time to kill your perfectionist tendencies. Launching your store quickly is one of the best things you can do for your fledgling business. If you're new to your niche, you likely have no idea who your customers are or what they need. Oh, you may think you know, but you don't. So trying to invest in creating the perfect store to address your customers' needs, wants, and problems is almost certainly a waste of time. Instead, get a basic store online as quickly as possible to start interacting with your customers to learn more about them. Once you have a better idea about your niche, then you can improve your website based on your new knowledge. And while you've been collecting all this information, you've almost certainly rung up a few sales too. Another reason to launch quickly is because it takes a lot of time and effort to market your store. The sooner you have a storefront up and online, even really a basic one, the faster you can start telling the world about your business, building links, and marketing. Do it yourself. If you don't understand how your business fundamentally works, you won't be able to effectively train a team in the future. And having to rely on paid contractors like programmers, web designers, etc., every time you need to make a change is an expensive and helpless position to be in. Doing things yourself also makes you prioritize what's important to move forward and what can wait. It's really easy to throw money at a problem instead of really analyzing whether it's 1. Really necessary, 2. A good investment. When you do most things yourself early on, you're less likely to waste money on non-essential items. Market relentlessly. Most people grossly underestimate how much marketing is required to build a viable e-commerce business. Especially in the early days, it takes a lot of effort to get your business on the map and noticed. For the first 6 months of any new e-commerce site, I'd recommend the following time priorities. Month 1, launch a basic site. Month 2, improve your site. Months 3 through 6, market like your business depends on it, because it does.